Hello, everyone. Welcome, disc golf fans, to the final 9 holes of the 2017 Professional Disc Golf World Championships. We have Ricky Wysocki sitting on top with a comfortable 8-stroke lead on his card, 7 strokes over Paul McBeth from Chase card. But Simon Lizotte and JohnE McCray are doing as much as they can to claw up there and try to go for a second place finish. And Adam Hammes is not playing as well as he has throughout the tournament, but he's still right there, and he's in position to have an incredible finish at the Disc Golf World Championships this year.
Yeah, now for anyone who didn't catch the front 9 here, we just came back from about an hour and a half weather delay. They had a severe storm roll through with some lightning. So players, still reasonably could be a little bit cold coming back in as we start this back 9 stretch.
Yeah, I mean, if you were playing well or if you weren't playing well, this gave you a chance to reset. And sometimes that's something you want. Sometimes you just want to keep playing through. But either way, that was the situation. That was the hand that the weather dealt us. And it looks like these players had some nice tee shots on hole 10.
Yeah, so interestingly enough, everyone kind of retreated over to this Holiday Inn lobby that was nearby this hole. And, you had a bunch of fans in there kind of interacting with the players for a while. Simon and Ricky are signing minis for babies and stuff like that. And everything's going fine. And then all of a sudden...
Oh, wow.
Nice shot by Johnny there.
Incredible shot from Johnny there. Yeah, that deserves a FollowFlight for sure. This is such a difficult turnover shot, man. And that's why I think he's got to be the best in the game at the forced over turnover. I mean, he makes it look so easy.
Yeah. And then, so all of a sudden, Ricky's kind of a ghost. We don't really see him for a while. I think he had to go kind of get away from it all, clear his head, get refocused, make sure he locks down this championship down the stretch.
Yeah, the time to celebrate is afterwards, not during the play. You can't start thinking, I'm about to be the world champion. You have to focus on the task at hand, otherwise...
Yeah, you get everyone coming up. Oh, that's such a great putt.
Adam, yes, highlight reel.
He's fearless. I mean, say that about him. For being 18 years old, he does not play with any fear.
That's not uncommon for young players to go for everything. They don't quite... They haven't had enough experience, and Simon's just making it look like, it's really easy, actually. Watch this.
Yeah.
But you see a lot of young players be fearless and go for everything because maybe they just haven't had the experience of what it's like to miss. And, and they just feel like they have to make everything to make their name out there. And you see a lot of players at that age come out and make a lot of long putts. And it looks like we're about to get a star frame on this hole.
So clearly that delay
didn't really hurt these guys.
Helped them out a little bit.
2 incredible putts there from Adam and I don't know if we can call that an incredible putt from Ricky. That's just a routine 40-footer from Rick. But 2 nice putts there from Simon and Johnny to be parked.
Yeah, so we've got this this par 4 downhill. This is a tricky hole. Yeah. I mean, I that's probably tricky, I'm sure, is an understatement.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest understatements of all time. This is has to be one of the hardest holes in the course. It's got to be the number 1 handicap, in my opinion. You'll see some really, really high numbers on this hole just because of the hole is downhill. I don't believe it's actually 700 feet. I think that it's closer to 600, 650, maybe tops. There is this over-the-top aggressive shot that I'm sure you're going to see Simon go for here. But if you do go down the tunnel and he hits that same thing it looks like Ricky hit.
He didn't get the quite friendly kick there, though.
Right. Ricky advanced a lot more forward there. But this shot here that you've seen Johnny throw, that's just picture perfect. If it misses that tree, which it does, to land in the fairway still, even with as beautiful a shot that is just bonus, honestly. I mean, getting a lot of distance off the tee is huge, but being able to flip it up and land it in the fairway is awesome. And, I mean, as you see there from Adam, that shot didn't look that bad from the tee, but he's, 10, 15 feet in the woods there.
Simon going with this big overhand escape shot.
And, he's back towards the fairway there, which is nice, but, I mean, still way out of position. And you see, I mean, Adam's shot, again, the tee shot looked nice.
It was so close to getting out there, too.
And he had to pitch out, and he's still not out. He's still over 350 feet away, or maybe about 350 feet away. You can just slightly, barely see the basket there from that camera angle, but I don't even think that he could see the basket from where he was. And watch out there. And Johnny's going to be in a tough spot there. Rick's going to be... Okay,
we still haven't even seen him yet, so he got a lot further down there than it really looked.
Yeah, and Simon wanted to keep that thing about 4 feet higher, been able to potentially save his par.
So Ricky going up over the top with the felon.
Okay. And okay, is that right next to the basket?
You can't. I mean, you can't even describe that shot. It's insane.
Wow, that's really impressive.
He's gonna have a tap in 3.
Yeah, that's a pick one up on the entire field kind of 3 here. I mean,
that's a clinch the world championship kind of shot.
Yeah.
It's early, but that's a clinch the world championship kind of shot. I mean, if
he's going to pull that kind of stuff out, there's nothing anyone can do.
Exactly. I mean, you got all these guys scuffling just to get down that close and take some 3 shots each.
And here's Simon's putt from par. It doesn't look like he's laying it. And that's the risk of running that shot. I mean, if that huge slope behind the basket there that goes down towards OB, and it's scary. I mean, that's a common miss that you're going to see there, just a little bit low, because you don't want to keep that thing with any nose up to sail down the hill. And
then he doesn't put it high enough coming back.
Simon's going to have some work for his triple bogey. I mean, he's still not done with the hole. Oh, I mean, man.
Now he's going to have his triple bogey.
Okay, so that was for his double.
Yeah.
Okay. I lost track. But wow, yeah, that's uncharacteristic for Simon. And that's,
Rick with the tap in 3.
I mean, just had Simon taken the 3 and Ricky taken the 7.
That's
all of a sudden we're talking about.
That's getting interesting.
We're talking about the World Championships is now anyone's game.
Yep.
But that's not the case. Ricky is 10 above the field, at least on this card. Paul's out there somewhere chasing on the second card, but I mean, it's going to be hard to catch him.
I feel like that screen right there with the one green and all red was just kind of encapsulating the way Ricky's playing right now.
Yeah, the whole World Championships, really. I mean, to be that far ahead in only 4 rounds is just remarkable.
So we get this nice uphill shot and just executes it perfectly.
That is picture perfect. You want to throw a forehand up the straight route, and if you can, hyzer as far to the right as possible. And you see Johnny forcing over that anhyzer to the right side of the fairway. If you throw one dead straight 350, you're going to be in a bad spot. It's almost just as bad as being in the actual rough itself. I mean, there's going to be very little to nothing from where Adam is there. You really have to get off to the right side to give yourself the best look for it. Or you could just throw it 450 feet somehow uphill and get past all the things that are in the middle. That is a great recovery tee shot after that triple bogey for Simon. And now Adam's off to the right side. Took him 2 shots, but...
Fun little rock formations here.
Yeah.
Someone stacked up.
These are little cairns, little trail markers that they're set up, but they're a nice little feature of the course. You see them pop up about 3 or 4 holes throughout the course. And you can see there, he had a much more open look than anything that goes down the middle or off to the left. And Ricky with just a little routine pitch hyzer.
Yep.
Nothing hard about that, but he's making it look easier than it is, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And there's Simon's easy little pitch up there, man. He if you can outdrive all the rough, then that's going to make this course so much easier than it is for everyone else. And a good par save there from Adam.
And we got Johnny with a birdie look here. He just missed it a little wide right.
Uncharacteristic from Johnny, the way he's been putting this World Championships. I mean, he's He's done so well at making those 35-footers look really easy.
And that's 5 birdies in a row for Ricky now as we come down this home stretch toward a repeat title.
Yeah,
he's put the foot on the gas.
Mm-hmm.
I think that delay may have kick-started him a little bit.
Yeah, refocused him. He birdied 8 and 9 to finish out the front 9. But yeah, I agree. I mean, to get these 11 down the hill, or 10 down the hill is incredibly hard, par 3. 11's an incredibly tough par 4. 12 isn't as hard of a par 4, but he's still got 5 birdies in a row now. Going to hole 13, I'd say the second easiest hole in the course in terms of par. I mean, in terms of what the average score is, I would say only hole that could be close to that would probably be hole 6. But it's a little downhill flick. You're going to see Ricky throwing his harp here.
As always.
And that's a good angle to not get that skip roll. This hole is so fast that if you don't throw it with a lot of touch, you can be 40, 50 feet past the basket in a heartbeat. And again, Simon finding different ways of playing disc golf. First round, he caught the tree, and that time he almost aces it. That needs to sit down. Oh, there you go. Yep, that extra 25 feet of roll puts him in a really tough spot to make that birdie.
Yeah.
But man, that was close to the one.
Johnny just threw a forehand for you.
That, my friends, is a rare shot. I mean, if you can get away with throwing a backhand Anheuser here, then you are some sort of technical wizard's genius. I really surprised to see him throw a forehand though, because I just never see it. And Adam playing that one, picture perfect, great touch there, really showing off that skill with the forehand that he has.
Johnny giving a run with the turbo.
And if you haven't seen this before, Johnny has a 100-foot turbo putt in the bag. Oh, wow.
He almost got the comeback on that one.
Yeah, it's really hard to describe exactly how far uphill that putt was. And Ricky now is 6 straight birdies.
He's feeling it.
Yeah, he's
got the fist pump.
He's taking it to the promised land right now. He's playing like an unstoppable beast. No offense to the original beast.
The one that's on the chase card right now, doing other beastly things. Yes.
Yeah, and Paul's, like I said, he's clawing away, but I mean, you have to be getting 1s and 2s on par 3s and par 4s if you want to catch Ricky at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Ricky's got 12 on the next closest competitor on the card here. So we're almost looking more at a race for 3rd place.
On to hole 14. Just before the lead card played this hole, Cameron Colglazer aced this hole.
Very nice.
Downhill, incredibly technical, low ceiling shot. It was actually the second ace of the weekend on this hole.
Really?
Shout out to Kev McCoy from Okie. He's an Okie boy who aced it earlier this week and didn't realize that his that the card in front of him was still on the hole playing. They were looking for a disc down the hill.
Wow.
And that, it needs to sit down. Wow, that is, I did not see one person go be in this hole because it takes an incredible shot to be able to get all the way down there. Ricky made it look routine. And Simon, this is a perfect looking shot. Should get the counter flare and
beautiful.
Incredible shot there from Simon Lizotte. I don't want to put this as a bonus birdie per se, but it feels like it's a very rewarded birdie. It's one that, you know, when you get a 2 in this hole, you feel like you've done something.
Well, yeah, just to have the right speed and angle control coming into this green is just It's real tricky.
And Johnny with a layup, realizing that he's chasing a ghost now, and there's no point in getting too aggressive. He needs to play as well as he can to try to get that second place finish. And Ricky, that's 7 consecutive birdies for Ricky.
Closing it out.
Yeah, he's just shown the clinic now on how to play the sport. And a great birdie from Simon there. He's going to catch one on Johnny. I'm just so impressed with Simon, the way he's been able to play this week with that back injury.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it really wasn't. It was a coin toss of whether or not he was going to play this weekend at all.
Well, and then remember, I mean, obviously everyone knows too, this time last year he was like 2 weeks out from blowing out his knee.
Yeah.
So the last 11 months he's had now a knee and a back injury, and you look at him on the course, you'd never know it.
Yeah, I think these are not his type of courses either. This is a course that is meant for the technical woods masters, and I'm not saying that Simon's game's not good in the woods, because clearly it is.
Yeah.
But this is when you think of Simon Lizotte's game, you think wide open, big bombs, and this shot from Ricky was good enough that we wanted to show it twice. And no, maybe it wasn't. I'm sorry, I spoke too soon. I've not seen this footage, I promise. But really, hats off to Simon and how he's played this whole week, and that's
tremendous right there.
Yeah, you just want to get a sidearm out there to the right. The further right you go, the more open, and we're gonna see
bonus forehand.
Yeah, this is bonus
JohnE
footage
McCray
for everyone here. This is 2 forehands in the last 3 holes, and I'll tell you right now, I throw a lot of forehands. I did not hit this gap once, and Johnny just did it at that time right there. So
he's got it when he needs it.
Yeah, that's all you need. As long as you can go to it every once in a while and be able to rely on it, that's all you need. And Adam, who is a forehand player, he hits a tree. And Ricky, who's a forehand player, hits a tree.
Exactly.
And Johnny and Simon just step up and pure it. But yeah, there's a few trees to contend with.
And Ricky hits another one.
Yeah, but from that tee shot, he was out of position. Really,
Wait for it.
No, come on. This is bonus footage. You don't get to see this. This is a unicorn footage right now. You're seeing something that does not exist. And Johnny's up there putting for 2 forehands.
Yep, 2 in a row.
I'd be interested to see if he's ever done that before in a hole. By design.
Yeah.
It's almost by design.
Right.
That's crazy.
Not like he's just pitching out of the woods or anything.
Right. And that's what a good tee shot gets you, is a little jump putt, easy tap in birdie. And who knows, Ricky's got,
he's just gonna lay it up and
yeah,
take his par at this point, and that's all he needs.
I mean, he could do anything he wants at this point. He could run it for fun, just give everyone the show.
Oh,
speaking of the show, look at this boy, Adam Hammis.
We've seen him do that quite a few times this weekend.
Oh yeah, he's been nailing putts. I mean, you don't get to this point just from throwing great shots. The shots are going to hit trees. Oh, come on, that's the second time we've seen that.
So we've got Paul again on the chase card. He's 11 down through the round. He's all but secured second place at this point.
Yeah. Oh, that was a ferocious turbo tap in there. Not happy about that one.
Johnny and Simon are still battling it out for third here at this point.
And Simon just took a stroke there on the third place race.
Yep.
And Johnny's like, if I'm going to go sidearm, and execute it, I better get my birdie.
Exactly.
And doesn't quite. Coming to hole 16. This is a very tricky hole. I don't really know what else to say about it. It's just a very awkward shape. Maybe this is a type of tee shot that I don't think that I've ever thrown before. It's quite a bit downhill, and then you have this little hillside you got to clear, and then Simon makes it look pretty easy. I mean, that shot was perfect. He's still right about circle's edge.
But yeah, it's just a difficult shot to even have a reasonable look for two, because the basket is perched so oddly. There's a lot of danger on one side and the other, and then Rick with the little forehand shot.
Yeah, the way that those holes shaped, there's really only 2 ways to get there, and I think the backhand highs are tight like that, with the roll too is
Even-
one way, and then the forehand roller is the only other option I can even think of.
Even still, you can't even really reasonably run that putt. There's just
no.
so much danger on it.
And the basket's on a mound here as well, so it's a little bit elevated. And oh my gosh.
Wow.
He's long. He almost aced it, and he's rolling long. Wow. I mean, I hadn't seen a shot get anywhere near the green on this hole until this card, and I didn't even think it was really that possible, but I guess it is. So hats off to these guys. And yeah, Ricky going forehand roller. Leaving himself pretty testy putt for par. But
Johnny just takes the layup here. That's how much danger there is behind that.
yeah, he goes upside down there, so just keep rolling. And
Yep, so does Rick.
yeah, Rick doesn't even want to mess with it. He goes upside down too. He sees what Johnny's doing. He's learning something from the old crafty
Yep.
vet. Simon's putt.
And that's why you do that.
Man, and there's that stroke back perhaps. If Simon can't cash that one in, then Johnny's going to be tied again. It would have been cool to see a birdie on this hole. I mean, this might be the most seldom birdied hole in the course. Wow.
Very nice recovery shot.
Clutch putt from Simon. Awkward stance, uphill. You just got that roll away. There's something about getting a roll away that makes that comeback putt harder. And Simon makes good from about 35 feet. And we'll Ginger tap in there for his par, and Ricky's leaving with a bogey. Who cares?
Yeah,
You know,
he's happy about that.
that's the happiest bogey he's
Yeah.
ever taken in his life.
Yeah, he's pulled away at this point. 2 more holes. He's gonna be a 2-time world champion,
Yeah,
and you can start seeing him breathe a little bit.
yeah, that's an awesome feeling, knowing that you've done everything you can to give yourself as much separation, and now it's time to really start enjoying it. 17 uphill tunnel shot to get out into the fairway. If you throw a great tee shot here, you've got a pretty easy up and down for your birdie. Simon
Catch that one bush in the middle there.
catching some greenery here. He's going to be out of position. I don't want to say that he's completely out of the picture for birdie, but certainly didn't make things easy on himself. And wow, Johnny goes further than I think most people are even trying to go there. Those trees that are in the middle of the fairway up there, most players are trying to land just short of those so that they don't get in the way. He blasts past them. And
He did a similar shot. I watched him play this hole on Thursday, and
yeah,
same thing. Just again, we talked about how much power he has. You don't realize it, and he just puts it on display.
and Rick playing doesn't quite get up the hill, but he may have a lean out forehand from there. We'll see what he's got. Yeah, and that's the tricky part about not getting up that hill. There's just so many things in the way when you get up there. And Ricky, what is he going with? Big bomb, sidearm, Anheuser?
Silly.
Wow. Oh, I guess that's how you get yourself a 12-stroke lead at the World Championships.
Yep.
And Adam with a nice approach shot there. He's probably circle's edge or so. And this is just a pitch for Johnny. This is a walk in the park for him. He might even be thinking about running that.
We talked about how much power he has, but he also his touch game, unreal.
Yeah, he's a magician with that shield. And Simon, a rare layup, even though he was from 100 feet away.
Yep.
I feel like he wants to make that putt, but besides,
Ricky from the circle's edge.
oh, gosh. Good angle here. Look at that follow through. Perfect. Spin to win. I mean, he's making the game look so easy and fun. I just can't quite break through, man. It's been a tough round for the kid, but golly, we can't take our hat off enough and commend the kid for what he's done. I mean, like I said,
he's gonna come away top 10 at his first Worlds. There's not much you can ask for there.
Yeah, that's impressive. And Johnny getting that stroke back. Now he is tied with Simon for third place.
Yeah, feeling it.
Going into the last hole, par 5, uphill, 1,000-foot plus. Adams 1 over for the round, 2,400 total. 2 tied at 29, and Paul, I think, is in at 33 under. So Ricky has 8 strokes or so on second place.
He can pretty much walk it in.
Yeah, he can throw the disc 20 feet at a time all the way up to this pin and still win this thing. And Johnny ripping the slight Anheuser. Maybe not quite enough stability to be able to get the distance he was looking for, but he's out the gap, and that's really the main concern off this tee here.
So now, you said Ricky could throw it 20 feet at a time if he wanted to, but he has no need for that.
No.
I mean, that's with authority.
Yeah, that's walking away. That's a grand slam when you're up 10 runs in the,
Exactly.
in the 9th inning. Just unnecessary.
Just a completely dominant performance from him today on this backstretch.
I'm thinking Simon's thinking eagle here, and oh, he catches the top. I really like the angle he had, and he is going to be a long way away. But
yeah, him and Johnny trying to break this third place stalemate here.
And nice shot there from Adam. Simon's got some room to throw, though, so I'm sure we're going to see something big here.
Yeah, he asked everyone to back up. He needed more room.
Oh, and man, he is going to be a long, long way away to get up and down and get his birdie here.
And then Johnny goes with the just smash around those trees.
So look at this. And all of a sudden, it looks like Johnny's going to have the easy up and down for birdie. And Simon's going to have to come up with a huge shot to maintain that third place.
Adam saw Johnny make that shot. He's like, should I try it too?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
I like that. Johnny, there's a lot of things we can all learn from Johnny, but especially when an 18-year-old kid is playing with a guy more than twice his age.
Yeah, putting on a clinic.
Yeah. And Ricky's going with the big sky roller here.
He almost looks like he wants to close this thing out with an eagle. Going with the little panache. He's not going to quite be in range for it, but might as well put on a show on the way to the championship.
Yeah, it was a great shot to be within 100 feet or so for his 3. Here's Simon. He really needs to get one up there. And this is a great angle for a roller. Simon likes throwing those stable discs so that they hold the line longer. He's cutting out a bit short. He's going to be about 45 feet away for his long look at birdie.
He's got the window, though. No trees to contend with there.
Yeah, nothing in the way there. And Adam, nicely done there. He's unfortunately caught a tree. Came up a little bit shorter than he wanted, but he's still looking at his birdie.
And there's that Johnny touch shield.
And he also hits a tree. Anything high in this green, you're going to hit something. There's no way you can just be clean through it. And Ricky with his harp. Oh! Yep, 20 feet at a time. That'll do it. And this is a huge putt right here. Oh, wow. Look at that.
Best putt he's made all tournament.
Oh, look at the relief. I mean, there's no better way to finish the World Championships. I mean, incredible play from Simon. Wow. And for the World Championships, can he do it? Oh, he wanted to wrap your leg it in.
He definitely did.
He's so good that he actually intentionally missed that putt, I think, just so he can make the winning putt of the Worlds twice in a row. And look at that! Yes!
Fired up. Him and Simon tied for third place.
Yes! That putt was huge. I mean, that meant so much to him, and he wears his heart on his sleeve, man. It is just awesome to watch. And Adam, look at this kid. This is a player's name that
keep your eye on him.
If he wants to make disc golf his living, he might be able to do that.
This guy already has 2-time world champion Ricky Wysocki.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's showing any signs of slowing down. He's just getting his momentum. He's firing on all cylinders. He's almost unbeatable right now. I mean, he's making all his putts. His drives are better than ever. And a little love there from the fam. Well,
That's John, yeah, Johnny and Jennifer.
yeah,
Is on the road fam.
The Latitude fam is what I meant there, but yeah, this is just all hugs and hand pounds. There's his real
his
fam.
dad.
There's Mr. Wysocki there.
Yeah, they weren't there for Worlds last year, so pretty special for them to be here this year and take it all in with him.
Yeah, he has a huge family. He's one of 8 or 9 kids, and they were all out there today following. And his brother was out there with the bag caddy. And I mean, look at these statistics here.
62.5% birdies. 4
bogeys out of 72 holes. That's incredible. But 45 birdies.
Yep.
That is unbelievable. And 1052 average doesn't really say what these ratings were a bit low in terms of these are higher par, so the ratings are lower for those great rounds. He slaughtered these courses. He really gave a clinic. Wins by 8 strokes above the field in the 4-round World Championships.
Yep.
Paul Macbeth played an incredible round. Shot 56 today to jump into second place.
And the ice bath.
And you can't. There's Zach to Ricky's right there, or to Ricky's left. And here are his sisters. And
throwing out the hats, throwing out the merch.
yeah, Ricky last year brought armbands. This year he was throwing out discs as party favors to all the fans. Incredible show by Ricky Wysocki.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations to 2-time world champion Ricky Wysocki. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks to Overstable. Thanks to JomezPro, PDGA, and Innova champion. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. And, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.